what is like your proven step-by-step model you like to you would use for yourself or for a new business?
Yeah, that's a great question. So a strategy that I've used for several years and still use to this day on my personal Instagram account and also on my some of my other repost accounts is the viral like repost strategy. So if you look at my page, Zach Vacay, it's all repost. So what a repost is basically essentially what we're doing is I'm having my VA repost other people's beautiful viral travel content because my account's called Zach Vacay. So every single week I'm normally traveling. I'm to another country, another culture, speaking and doing a training. And so that's my lifestyle. I'm always traveling. So in my funnel, the way that we get people signed up for my academy that teaches people how to travel for free and how we grew my account from 0 to now over 70,000 followers without paying anything at all was all through reposts. So repost is a powerful strategy because it's free and it doesn't cost anything, right? It's like there's so much content on Instagram that's kind of got viral potential. And when you have great content and you use viral repost and engagement groups and the right hashtags, you have a chance to get more growth. And so step one is, search hashtags that are related to your industry and niche. So if you're a big, like a fitness, want to be a fitness influencer, or you have a fitness supplement, maybe it's a keto health shake or something. You want to start with the hashtag fitness because you're going to be able to see the top posts for that hashtag, that keyword. And then you're going to find all of the posts that have gone viral on that hashtag. And you can start to repost those images and those videos on your page. And so the first strategy is the repost. The second strategy are engagement groups. By getting people in your niche and outside of your niche to like and comment on your posts in a short window of time, several times throughout the day, it still hits the algorithms and boosts you onto that homepage, the explore page that everybody sees when they open up Instagram.
What is the best way to find these groups, or how do you suggest to go about with that?
And so how you find these groups, how you get into them. And when I didn't have a lot of followers and I only had I was first starting out, I reached out to bigger pages like in the travel space that were repost pages that with 100,000, 500,000, million followers. And I DM'd them and I basically sent them a message and said, hey, I'm new to Instagram, but I love your account. And I'd love to get into some engagement groups. I'd be willing to pay you like $5 for each engagement group you can get me into. And so what I'm talking about, guys, is an engagement group that I'm talking about is called a direct message group. So it's you and 14 other people all liking and commenting on each other's posts throughout the day. So when you post, you copy that URL to that link to that post, drop it in the DM group on the inbox Instagram chat and say posted, and then everybody likes and comments on each other's posts. And so that's what they are. And how to find them is just by doing outreach, reaching out to other big pages and messaging them, because everybody uses engagement groups nowadays to grow. So I would call this kind of like a semi-organic growth hack. It's just what it takes to get your content seen and heard and known on Instagram without paying any money, without doing ads.
Very good.
So viral repost and engagement groups, and when you do enough of them, when you're good at finding viral content and you're in enough engagement groups, that leads to growth of your account. And Daniel, you'd be surprised, like some of my makeup and beauty repost account, it's got about 300,000 350,000 followers now.
Wow.
It's getting 1 million, 2 million views on some of these reposts.
Crazy.
Other people's content. And when that account's growing so fast and getting so many views, and we're not spending a dime on it, a penny, I mean, that's amazing. And once you have a big account, you can, promote your own products, start your own stores, or do affiliate marketing, promote other people's offers. And so yeah, those are two strategies that we still use today.
One thought I would have then is, okay, when would you start, if you're building your own personal brand and business and offers, when and how would you start mixing in your own content in there? So you're doing the repost because you're using what is proven. So you take the viral stuff that is proven to work and that people like, but when and how would you start mixing in, or do you even mix in, or how would you start mixing in your own content?
Yeah, it really depends on like your goals and budget. For people who are just kind of bootstrapping it in startup mode and don't have a lot of money to invest, we always say that it should be about 60% viral content, 40% original.
Oh,
But
okay.
you know, even even now, like I'm still doing reposts because like in my travel academy that teaches people how to travel for free, it's like I teach people how to start these repost pages. You know, and I just wanted to be a living example for it. I'm like,
Right.
hey, if I'm telling you to do it, then I'm going to do it myself. So I sprinkle in content on my Instagram stories, my Instagram lives, IGTV, and I occasionally mix in some of my own personal posts as well. But I'm doing it for like that's my purpose. That's my goal with the page, is to get people inside of my academy and buy my course, right? So
Right.
it really depends on your budget, your goals, and what you're trying to do with the page. For some clients and people, it's like, yeah, we don't want to do the viral repost, right? We just want to post our own original content. And I mean, they can, so that's why they work with us. My company is Sistagram, because then I'm like, we have other growth hacks that we can, so that we can grow their page just with their own original content. But
Right.
I'm saying for people that want to kind of bootstrap it and do the free strategy, then yeah, use the viral reposts and the hashtags and the engagement group strategy as long as you can, and post personal content on your Instagram stories.
Got it. Love it. And also then I like the percentage to say, okay, if you are starting to put in own posts, then maybe look like for the 60/40, like mainly viral posts, and then here and there maybe put in own content, but pretty much still stick to the reposting
Right.
one. So if someone has grown their account, they're getting traction, they're getting attention, what are your favorite and proven ways to use that attraction or engagement to the next step, which could be like either a lead magnet or just getting contact or website or whatever the next step would be for the business? But how do you like to use that next step?
Yeah, so like a baby step would be to use the viral repost strategy engagement groups. If you want to take it up a level and you have a little bit more cash, then invest in buy an Instagram account in your niche and industry. So there's actually marketplaces for these pages. So if you're into like fitness or beauty or fashion or motivation or whatever, they have it. And when you have an account, so I always recommend people start like a repost page, viral repost page, and acquire a repost page in your niche and industry. One of the two, the free
Yeah.
method or the paid method, and you use those to grow your main page, whether that's your main personal page or your main business company page. Because think about it, when you have a big page that has a big following, you can collaborate and work with influencers and you can then do an exchange. So you can say, let's say that you're approaching an influencer from your 100,000 or 50,000 follower makeup beauty page. And this micro influencer has like 20, 30,000 followers. Because you have 50,000 followers and they have 20, they're going to, one, answer your DM. They're going to respond to you.
Right.
And two, you can work out a trade. Say, hey, in exchange for promoting my product, for creating user-generated content that I can use on my main company page that I'm starting and trying to grow, I'd be willing to shout you out and promote you when you make that creative on this 50,000 follower repost page,
Yeah.
because we're in the same niche and industry. So how does that sound?
Yeah.
And I work out these deals. And so then you get a whole army of micro influencers creating content for you for free and posting and you know, even putting your link in their bio for free. So then it's just like you only had that upfront cost of buying that repost page, which could cost you, I mean, depends on the size of the page and the engagement of the page, but you know, you can find some decent ones that are in the 10 to 20,000 follower range for, you know, a few $100, $500. When they get, you know, up to 50,000, 100,000, those could cost more. It really depends on the engagement, the impressions, the reach, the internal analytics. But, you know, some good pages can go for, you know, thousands of dollars, but you can find inactive pages, you know, for pretty cheap.
But
And
I love
then
how
revive
you're,
them with engagement groups.
But I love how you're describing how to leverage that big size audience in other ways that you are then using that leverage and that that engagement on that one to then maybe bring more attention to maybe the other page that is actual more branded or whatever. So very, very nice. Cool. I love it. So we know, like, okay, hashtags, reposting. We know that we can repost and leverage all that. If you are now promoting your product or service, like you took fitness as an example before, let's just stick with that, or keto, whatever. Do you do posts about it mainly, or what do you see brings the best results to then promote the product? Is it like a post? Is it story? Is it bio, or all of the above? All of the above. So what is like your favorite?
I'd say the first benchmark is getting over 10,000 followers on your account, so you can do the unlock the secret benefit of, you know, the swipe ups. So you can put links in your Instagram stories and drive people and drive traffic to your offer. So step one is, you know, getting your page to over 10,000 followers so you can do that. That's a huge milestone. The second is to leverage like a repost page and work with an army of micro influencers to get them to create content for you and to promote for you. And then once you find something that's working and you're making some money, then to invest in, you know, some Facebook and Instagram ads and scale. But I mean, if you're just trying to do it the like guerrilla tactic type strategies and, you know, kind of bootstrapping it, I think the best way to do it is, you know, get 10,000 followers and then go live, do stories and go live and, you know, give value and give a lot of value. And then, I mean, with the call to action, and actually also when you have more followers, you can do lives and go live on other people's page and other influencers and celebrities pages, which then, you know, you guys can collaborate and send traffic and to your offer. And that's a smooth way.
Yeah. Sweet. Yeah. Hey, so cool. I love it. And I think this is very, very helpful for people to just get clarity on where to start, what to do, and kind of the step-by-step process that they can look out for. One last question I think a lot of people often have about Instagram is, I mean, you mentioned the engagement groups. What are other ways that somebody could boost engagement, just get more traction? Is that pretty much just kicking off the post with the engagement groups, or is there something else you recommend just to increase engagement, more views, more likes, more comments?
Yeah, engagement groups. And then I didn't really talk about hashtags, but I mean, hashtags still work to a certain extent, but what you have to do is kind of like niche down, narrow down, and find hashtags that have smaller number of posts on them. Just like, you know, everybody wants to rank for like, you know, basic generic stuff, like even on like Google and like SEO, right? It's like, oh, I want to be on the first page for like, you know, Instagram marketing, or, you know, like Instagram growth, or all of these different things, right? But it's about finding like, you know, like how to like maybe find the best Instagram agency, like more long-term, like tail type of keywords. And the same thing goes with Instagram SEO, is start with a very basic Instagram keyword like fitness or real estate or, e-commerce or travel. And, a lot of these generic hashtags have millions of posts on them. So the likelihood if you use that on your post ranking to hit the top post for that keyword it's like zero, because maybe you're just starting out, you only have a
Right.
few hundred followers, you have 50 likes per post, you won't reach the top. So what I suggest is start big with a basic generic one in your niche industry, and then find, scroll left and down right and find hashtags that have between maybe 10 to 20,000 posts on them, 20 to 50,000 posts, 50 to 100,000 posts, and so on. Write down all these hashtags and start using them. And that'll help you get more engagement on your post as well. But another way that to do it is just manually. I just have people on my team manually comment and leave genuine comments on our target market and just
Yeah.
engage with them for
Yeah.
a couple of days, for a few days, and build a relationship with them
Very
and
good.
consume their content and opt into their stuff. And then, that also just creates a relationship and also a potential, partner to
Yeah.
do stuff with. And
Would definitely would help to kind of bring yeah, engagement or just awareness that, hey, I'm here. Check me out as well. So yeah, that's definitely a great way as well. Cool. So
yeah,
I think uh the audience definitely has an amazing overview now of what to do. Maybe just go into one thing that something they should not do, like typical mistakes that you see people do or just mess up. Maybe it's like just one main thing that you can recommend that they should avoid or not get into that you often see people use or do the wrong way.